Hi guys, it's me, Ben. This is going to be the final video, finally, on this book. Well, it might be the final. It might be. I'm pretty sure, almost certain, but it might not. So, as I said, the final video will be the facts video, but I just wanted to quickly show you this real quick. Like, hold on, let me just get it. It's like a map of the world, and it has all the dragons and numbers, and then the same, well, you get the point. So number 1, you would have to find number 1, and then that's where it would be, and then that's where its origin would be. So you could pause, take a look at it and whatnot. Well, I'll let you look at it now. Now let's go to the Aboriginal rainbow serpent. Australian Aboriginal people believe in the universe divided into 2 worlds. The world in which we live in, and the world which from it sprang, called the dream time. The rainbow serpent bridges these 2 worlds, connecting the physical world to the dream time, the earth to heavens, and the past to future. The rainbow serpent is perhaps the oldest known continually used religious symbol in human history, predating even the Egyptian pyramids. Yeah, pretty cool. So, the more you know. This is basically all that this video is about. The more you know for dragons. Now let's go to Ouroboros. I've actually read his description and it's pretty cool. Ouroboros, or tail devourer, is an ancient symbol of eternity. It is a serpent that continually eats its own tail in order to live. The Ouroboros is usually portrayed in a circle ring, but it has also been shown in a figure 8 pattern, or infinity, whichever way. Much like the mythical symbol for infinity, just like I said. Some scholars believe that the image of this tail-eating dragon comes from the fiery ring created by the sun during a solar eclipse. Now let's move on to the next dragon, which is the Mushusu. Mushusu. My rival in pronunciation. The Mushusu, also called Surish, I don't know why, ask the people who made this up, who are probably already dead, is known as the Babylonian Dragon of Chaos. In many images and sculptures, it is shown with the front legs of a lion, the back legs of an eagle, the neck and head of a viper, with the tail ending of a scorpion stinger. Some believe that it survived from the age of dinosaurs, living in swamps and wetlands surrounding ancient Babylonian. In nearly all depictions, the Mushusu looks a lot like a sauropod. The Mushusu is depicted on the Ishtar Gate of Babylonian, which was built approximately 600 BCE. And here is the Mushusu. Now why not do the Maya Celestial Dragon? I mean, we haven't drawn him yet, but would you seriously want to draw something that looks like that? Comment down below, seriously, would you want me to do that? The Maya Celestial Dragon has a body of a snake, sometimes covered with feathers of a bird. The double-headed serpent may represent the movement of the sun and planets across the sky. Its 2 heads are often adored with stylized fangs, plumes, and flames. Smoke clouds or drops of water from the dragon's open mouth emerge the figures of Maya gods or ancestors. Kind of interesting, right? It's interesting. And then the Lambutton worm, which is, I find pretty interesting. As a boy in the Middle Ages, John Lambutton went fishing and caught a hideous creature, long, slimy, and black with a dragon's head. Disgusted, he tossed it down into a well. The eel-like creature survived and eventually grew to such an enormous size that it erupted from the well and wrapped itself around a hill. When it got hungry, the worm would slither through the countryside, devouring cows, chickens, and helpless villagers. The destruction filled the now grown John with guilt. He consulted a witch who instructed him to make a suit of armor covered with sharp spikes and blades. Protected by the suit, he slew the dragon. Pretty interesting, right? Now let's move on to the wyvern. Probably one of my most favorite guys. Wyverns are mischievous, vicious, and malevolent creatures believed to cause disease and death. The wyvern has a large serpentine body, a head, a pair of eagle's legs, feathered or scaled wings, and a barbed tail. Unlike the classic western dragon, it only has 2 legs. Some wyverns can breathe fire. Wyverns can breathe fire. And let's move on to the next one, which is the classic Farinir. Farinir, you are awesome. Is there a description for Farinir? No, there isn't. I guess we don't need one. We kind of already know about the Farinir. Next up is the cockatrice. The cockatrice is born from an egg laid in a dunghill by a rooster. The egg must then be hatched by a toad. What? The cockatrice has the head of a cockatiel, the tail of a serpent, the wings of a bird or bat. No, it looks like the wings of a bat. The look and breath of the cockatrice is deadly, and it can rot the fruit off trees and even pollute the water from which it drinks. It can only be killed by the venom of a weasel, the sound of a rooster crowing, the sight of its own reflection, or the gaze of another cockatrice. That's a deadly guy. You know not to mess with him. Here's the Naga. Pretty cool looking. The Naga, often portrayed as a serpent king, dwells in 3 realms: bodies of water, the sky, where it creates rain, and the subterranean world, where it guards minerals and gems. The Thigh Naga is often shown as several heads emerging from the mouth of a crocodilian creature called a Marca. Honestly, I thought the Marca was the Naga at first. Okay, now on to the Chinese Imperial Dragon. Unlike Western dragons, which are usually malevolent in nature, most Eastern dragons are benevolent, friendly, and wise. Many temples and shrines have been built to honor these creatures, who are associated with life-giving water. The Chinese Imperial Dragon, called Lung, is a beautiful, colorful combination of many other creatures. It has the head of a camel. No, it doesn't. Wait, no. It has the head of a camel, the scales of a carp, the horns of a giant stag, the eyes of a rabbit, the ears of a bull, the neck of a snake, I see that, the belly of a frog, the paws of a tiger, and the claws of an eagle. The Imperial Dragon is usually shown chasing or holding a pearl of wisdom. Looks more like it has a dragon head than a camel, but hey, whatever the description says, right? Now we're on to the Dracos quabininus americanus, otherwise known as the American dragon. Not much is known about this exclusive dragon of central Massachusetts. It dwells mostly on the misty islands that dot the Quabrinian Reservoir. On crisp, clear, moonlit winter nights, people have reported seeing a faint firelight through the trees and wisps of smoke rising over the hills, overlooking the Quagbog Valley. This thing looks cool. So, we did all the dragons. We're gonna end the video, and that's that. So, bye guys. Hope you have a good day, and I'm out.